Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today our topic is concept of human rights, origin and evaluation of the concept. तो अगर हम इसके ऑब्जेक्टिव की बात करें तो सबसे पहले हमारे पास टू अंडरस्टैंड द कंसेप्ट ऑफ ह्यूमन राइट्स, टू स्टडी द यूनिवर्सल डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ ह्यूमन राइट्स एंड टू रिलेट ह्यूमन राइट्स कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट्स विद स्पेशल रेफरेंस टू फंडामेंटल राइट्स इन इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। तो सबसे पहले हमारे पास इंट्रोडक्शन, तो इंट्रोडक्शन में हम देख लेते हैं वो क्या कह रहे हैं कि ह्यूमन राइट्स आर कॉमनली अंडरस्टूड एज inalienable fundamental rights to which a person is inherently entitled simply because she or he is a human being. Human rights are thus conceived universal and egalitarian at the international level. Human rights have become a movement. It can be studied through many ways, which is called as the constituents of human rights. They may be civil rights, political, economic, cultural, social rights. They are also called somewhere fundamental rights. Being a humankind, one must have some rights from birth, and hence they are the birth rights of every human being. There are also the rights of freedom to everyone, irrespective of caste, creed, sex, religion, color, profession, etc. नेक्स्ट वो क्या कह रहे हैं कि कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ह्यूमन राइट्स, ह्यूमन राइट्स के कॉन्सेप्ट। ह्यूमन राइट्स इज़ अ 20th century term for what had been traditionally known as natural rights are in more appealing face the rights of man. The notion of rights of man and other such concepts of human rights are as old as humanity. These rights of man had a place almost in all the ancient societies of the world, though they were not referred to by that time. The term human rights is comparatively of recent origin, but the idea of human rights is as old as the history of human civilization. Human rights are deeply rooted in the historical past. The history of mankind has been firmly associated with the struggle of individuals against injustice, exploitation, and disdain. नेक्स्ट वो क्या कह रहे हैं कि ब्रॉडली स्पीकिंग ह्यूमन राइट्स मीन्स राइट टू लाइफ, लिबर्टी, इक्वलिटी एंड द डिग्निटी ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल irrespective of caste, creed or sex. Human rights are always natural. Universal Declaration of Human Rights states this term signifies the rights which belongs equally to every individual. It envisages that all human beings are born free, equal in dignity and rights, and are entitled to enjoy all rights. According to Professor Harold Lasky, rights are those conditions of social life without which no man can seek in general to be himself at his best. In view of Dr. Beer, fundamental rights are the gift of law. They are essential for human beings. They are inalienable and enforceable by the state. His theory of fundamental rights is related with the political democracy, which rests upon four premises, which could be stated as under. Next, the individual as an end in himself. All the institutions, either social or political, are the instruments to serve the end of the individual. An individual is not for the state, but as an ideal citizen, must serve the common interest embodied in the state. The end or the welfare of the individual includes the development of his physical, mental, and material abilities, which could be able to enhance his pursuit of happiness. Second पे वो क्या करें that the individual has certain inalienable rights which must be granted to him by the constitution. Next वो क्या करें this mean no person or authority should encroach, abridge or abrogate the rights of the individual in the society. There is no better guarantee of those rights other than the constitution. Next वो कह रहे हैं that the individual shall not be required to relinquish any of his constitutional rights as a condition precedent or to the receipt of a privilege. Next वो कह रहे हैं according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the rights of the individual being inalienable and constitutional, no one could be required to relinquish any right at the cost of any privilege. However, rights of individual be abridged or abrogated only with process of law. That the state shall not delegate powers to private persons to govern others. According to him, the state would be supreme and powerful to govern the people. There would not be any intermediary or private person like hereditary ruler or Jahagirdar. All the individuals would be legally equal and enjoy equal treatment under the state.